Hello there. Today is happy hour and we're working on my brown bag today. It's quite thick, so I figured I better pull this one out and let's see what we've got in here and make some stuff. So I have quite a bit of stuff in here. This is like really crazy how much stuff. It really does amaze me how much stuff I can accumulate. I can't even say it right. All right, now where did I put those? I just got a whole stack of dividers from my friend. Where did I put them? Did I pack them already? I may have. All right, well, that's okay. I'll just have to use these. That'll work. That'll work, okay. That's weird. I don't remember where I put those, huh? All right, that's okay. I've got these and I can separate with this. So let's see. Fiber. And little doodads. Let's see, I'll put fiber up there. Words. Fiber and just background pieces I'll put in here. That's a good idea. And those are things that are actually made and shapes. Shape, word, that's made already. Got a whole bunch of those. That's done already. All right, this is nice. So shapes and images that I have already can go right in here. And any just type of embellishment type stuff. You know what, actually that should go over there because I haven't really done anything with that nor with these. That I can use right away. That I need to make into something. Okay, these I need to make into things. What's in here? Oh, flowers, okay. Flowers. Barrel of monkeys. Some little pieces. Oh, these are all. Oh, you know what? I should work on these. Those are done already. And that and this. That's a good idea. All right. And those are just shapes that can go in there. Ooh, and I've got that. And I've got this. Very good. Okay. Another shape. Alrighty. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to work on these. So plus I've got all these little things. That's a whole bag of little stuff. All right, so I've got this and this, so I can use those first. And I've got these made up, so I can certainly use some of these. So that'll be nice. All right, so let's make something out of this. Alrighty, dighty. And I have some different shaped envelopes and cards, so I'm just going to go through these. That's a good idea. Move this. There's the first one. It has a different shaped envelope and a different shaped card, and that's okay. Alrighty. Ooh, and that'll fit on there nicely, and then I can put something up at the top. Isn't that pretty? Alright, thinking of you, and then I can do something pretty up on the top. So let's look in my brown scraps. Oh, let me see. I've got a lot of brown scraps even. Wow. Okay. Brown and blue. There's a lot of scraps in here. All right, what do I have that's big enough that'll fit on here? Those are small. Some gold pieces. That's pretty. Ooh, I think that's might be my last piece of that. Oh, and that's right. Oh, there's a card. I guess I can use that one too. Some cardstock. Some more pretty decorative papers and whatnots. That might work. That definitely matches. Okay, so let's play with that. All right, That's a piece of decorative paper, and then I just had these stickers. It was actually contact paper. But that'll fit perfectly on that if I just trim that, and then this can go on there. That would be pretty. And or I could put a piece on here and up there. And a piece up there. Let's do that. Let's use this piece up. That's a great idea. All right. Move my silly pin. I love my silly pin. Pen, not pin. All right, so I need to cut this here and get out my cutter. There, and that can go on here. So let's go ahead and do that now. It's nice to get a batch of cards done. All right, now, oh yeah, that's perfect. So I just need to trim that off a little bit. Right there. Voila. And I guess it doesn't really matter how long it is. Yes, it does, because that'll bother me. All right, trim it there. I want it right above this one. That's better. Alrighty, we can put those bits over there. We can put those on the inside of the card. This will make it nice because then it all matches together. Perfect. Okay, turn that over. Give that a little rub-a-dub-dub. All right, then we can put this pretty embellishment on. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, and let's go ahead and 3D this up. Oh, and I've got some bits and pieces down in here. You know what, I have these also. Let's use these up. They're just sitting there in my container. May as well go ahead and cut them and use them. I've been meaning to use them as quotations, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So I figure I may as well do it now and use it for this. Great idea. Gotta love recycling fun foam. Yepper. That is really pretty. I like that. Clever looking card. Okay, so now I need something for up there, and these can go on the inside. Ta-da. All right, so now I just need a little something to go up here, and I'm thinking maybe let's see what I've got. Do I have anything little in here that can go in there? I've got, oh yeah, I've got this. I guess I can look in there. Let's look in here and see what I've got. I think this is just little bits and bobs of stuff that was down in the bottom before of my bag, and I pulled them out. All right, so let's see what's in here. Some of that raffia ribbon that you can untie, or untwist rather. All right, a little tag, that's so cute. Just a little picture. Oh, I could do a butterfly up there. That would be neat. I think that's gonna be too much. A house. A bunny. That is adorable. Wish. Oh, that doggy is so adorable. Oh, look at that dog. That's adorable. I could do that together. That is cute. I'm going to do that. Why not? Let's put that on there. And then I don't have to dig any farther. And that will be adorable. All right, I'm glad I have this little, it's in bits container. All right, so let's put this on. A picture of a doggy. And so I'm waiting to go to a doctor appointment this afternoon, so I figured I'd sit down and do a video while I'm waiting, because I really want to continue packing my house, but I don't want to pack before I go to the doctor because I don't need another shower because I get way too sweaty when I'm packing. That is adorable. Okay, so I like that. That one's done. And then we've got this one that has a piece of this on there also. So let's see what we can put on here. How about, what's this? A tree. Oh, that's appropriate. That's actually cute. That would just need to be put on a background, which that would work. All right, let's glue this on here and then we'll cut this down. That'll be pretty. Somebody sent that to me, that image. It's so pretty. Just a simple little image. All right, there's that edge and this edge. That is really sharp. Isn't that pretty? All righty, we are definitely going to put that on. Then I can color these in. Let's see. See, and I almost put these in a box, and then I thought, nope, I better leave it out for now. And I'm glad I did. All right, let's do a little pop of color. How about some orange? That'll be pretty. Orange birds. There. That makes a pop. Yes, it does. A little bit of green for the hill. And the green grass grew all around, all around. That's perfect. Just very light coloring, little tiny bit. But yeah, that looks nice. All right. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to put this up a little, like that. And then this piece can go on the inside, or I could put it down here and put this on the inside. That's pretty. I want that there. That kind of finishes off the front, doesn't it? That's nice. All right, then I can put a piece of this on the inside. Yep, yep, yep. A long skinny piece right there. All right, let's cut off a sliver of this. Cut this at 1.5 there, and then this can go on. Perfect. All right. Then we can trim this excess off. Alrighty-dighty. Put the lid on the side. That's looking pretty. I like that. All right. Now, I think that's might be all for now, unless I can think of something for down here. I'm gonna put these little bits over here to make sure that I use them. What else was it here? Oh, I have a circle in the frame. Just a bird. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'll put that on, resembling the sun, but it'll be a brown sun. That'll work. As a matter of fact, let's put it way up in the corner. There. Gives it more dimension when you put it off the page. All right, that's pretty cool looking. I like that. Alrighty, what else? The word wish. Have a piece of a gate. Would that be too much? Depends on what I put with it. A little doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. He's so cute. And a house. Giraffe. All right. That one. Full circle. Can I get to it? Yes, right there. Will that fit in there? That should. Yes. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm not sure. I kind of like that. All right, let me put this on. That is perfect. That's funny. I do kind of like that on there. You know what? I'm just going to go for it because I do like it. So I may as well. But I need to trim this, the top bar there, because that's not straight and that's going to bother me. There. That bothers me less. All right, and let's 3D this up. That's really cool. I like that. And just a piece of a gate. That really does change it, doesn't it? I like it. All right, we're going to do it. So I need that roll right here. That should be thin enough, or this one. All right, purple scissors. There, and then we need 3 little pieces for this end. One, 2, and 1 more. 3, that'll work. Voila. Let go, Wilbur, let go. So I'm gonna try to do a few more videos for the Saturdays for you before I move. But you'll have to forgive me if I'm not able to do one each Saturday. I may aim for every other Saturday until I get moved and get into our new house. I like that. All right, there. So that's good. So this goes to that, that goes to that. Okay, so now what else? Let's see, we need another card. But that'll be just for a couple weeks until I get moved in. Yep, all right, another one of these funky cards. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have people. People. That's pretty. Got another gate. Oops. Two can do it. That's cute. Two can do it. All right, then we need more paper down on the bottom. I like that. Where is my brown paper bag? Right underneath my trays. All right, what else? I've got a lot of this stuff. Yes, I do. Actually, if I put this up here, then I could put something else down on the bottom like this. And that will work. Let's do this. All right. Linda Phelps sent this paper to me. Is her name on all of these? Nope. So let's pull this one out instead. That way I remember. Wait, is this one white? Oh, here we go. That's even better. All right. That fits better. I can do this. Perfect. Cut it off right there, and that just covers up the whole thing. Then I don't have to add another layer on. Whoops, and I think I just cut it on the wrong piece. Yes, I did. It was meant to be that one. All right, looked at the wrong little line. That's okay. I'm going to put this on anyways, and then maybe we will use the other piece after all. See, it was meant to be. Perfect. All right. This is just the neatest paper. Yep, and that'll definitely go right across the bottom. I was going to cut it, but I guess I'll leave it there. Feels like there's something under here. What is under here? Nothing. That's weird. All right. Ta-da. That is so pretty, and that really pulls that gold right out. That is just nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's trim this extra off. Perfect. Alrighty, and then this toucan can go on it. That is adorable. And then this card could go to the unembellished, in my unembellished pile, because it's just all paper. So this can go to the dementia patients. So that'll be nice. All right, that's cute. Then I can just put a verse on the inside, and that comes with this envelope, so that's perfect. All right, I like that. Nice, nice, nice. All righty, next card. What do we have next? We've got this one. Oops, and we've got some paper in here already. Oh, that makes my life easy, and this is even brown. So how cool is that? All right, this is going right down. Yep. Perfect, and then we'll do this one. I think that needs a little more in the middle. Yep. Come on, get on there. There, all right. Perfect, very nice. And I guess I could use this pretty flower on here. Why not? That goes with this envelope. That's pretty. And then I can do a word. Hope this makes you smile. That would be cute. Why not? Let's do that. Is there anything on the other side? No, that's good. Gotta check because I'm gonna let this hang over. So if I put this on here, then I can use my punch. All right. Oh, it fell inside the box. Okay. It was laying down then in there instead. All right. Then I could do right here. Voila. That's nice. All right. Oh, and it goes that way even. Okay, good. Oh, that's even better. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty, let's get this on there. Do I want a 3D? I think I do. I want to 3D this baby up. Yippee, yippee, ki-yay. Alright, and I've got more of this in here. I know I've got more down there. Yes, I do. There, get this all used up. Voila. Nice. That's perfect. Ta-da! Then we can get some glue on it. And these glue sticks with these work really good. I do like the way they work. All right, let's put that on. I think I want it to be like that. That's pretty. There, then this I can glue right down. And how far over? I guess about right there. That's perfect. Voila. And that's a nice, simple, cute card. I like that. All right, very good. So now we've got, what else? Next card. All these odd shapes. Okay. So we've got this one. And we've got more stuff. We're going to need some more brown paper on the background. I guess we can use another piece of this. Why not? Use that up. We've got quite a bit of it. It's really pretty. Alrighty. It's almost like a cardboard core to it, or mulberry, or I don't know. It's such weird paper. All right, cat hair on there. The cat hair is extra. That's from my baby boy. That's pretty. All right, then we can put this on the inside. With this, or I may as well put this on the envelope. Why not? That is a great idea. There. Now that matches. Okay. So now I need to put something on here. So I guess we could decorate one of these and put it on, or just put something on. What else do I have right here? I've got so much stuff in here. I want to try to use something else. What's this one? There's a picture of a lady. There's a flower pot. There's a barrel of monkeys. I'm fine, thank you. Up there's another fence. We could do a fence with the watering pot. We could do a lady fishing. That is so funny. I like that. Didn't have anything else that was already done. I've got that. Got a barn door. All right, so I guess I need to create some things then. All righty, I can do that. And then I've got 3 pots here also. So, but you know what? I'm kind of liking this. That's fun. Maybe I could do with this another flat card for the unembellished. That's really neat. I don't remember who sent this to me, but somebody did that and went around the edges, and it looks so pretty. Go fish. That's a neat picture. Let's put this up in the corner. There, now do I have a fish or something I can put down here, or something that goes in the water? What were those stickers that I have in here? Some flowers. Nope. Oh, it's an acorn. Oh, that's right. I already used the fish ones. I could put the cigar band on there. That's kind of cool. That matches. I think I'll do that. Why not? That is a lovely idea, and that looks pretty. Gotta love my husband's cigar bands. Surely get them often enough, that's for sure. Now that he's retired, he likes to sit out there and smoke his cigars a couple times a day. Used to be once a day, now it's 2 or 3 times a day. Usually 2 times a day. He'll go out around lunchtime and then in the evening. All right, that looks nice. I'm liking that. And if I just leave it like that, that can be an unembellished. So I'm just gonna leave it. Alrighty, now let's make some things with these. And this and this. This really reminds me of a toilet seat. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. And this cool bag. Somebody sent that to me. Nicole Ashlock. That's really thick and heavy duty. I like that. Yep, I do, and I like the size of it. All right, let's see what we've got in here to decorate with. We can use some of this stuff. That's a good idea. I'm just gonna start putting stuff on. We'll see how it looks. Sometimes it's fun to make a surprise. All right, we've got wish, we've got a house, we've got a spool. We've got more of those. Family together. A man. Oh man. Oh man. Why not? Let's put the man on there. He's a leftover from my cut and paste books. Yep, cutting up pictures from magazines. That is so fun to do. That really doesn't go together. But here's another. Nope, we don't need 2 men in the same one. How about a dog? That's cute. Gotta put a doggy on there. More people, some bears. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the doggy down. Put the frame down first, and then we'll put the doggy inside the frame. That'll be cute. Doggy, doggy. Oh, that's funny. Now I'm thinking, doggy, doggy, where's your bones? Somebody stole it and ran away home. Did you ever play that game? It was like Duck, Duck, Goose. But you go around and somebody gets the doggy. Somebody gets the bone. The person who has to find the bone, they have to leave the room or turn their back, and then they pass the bone around the circle to somebody, and everybody hides their hands between their knees like they're hiding the bone. Everybody looks like they're hiding the bone. And then the person comes back, who's it, and they say, doggy, doggy, where's your bone? Somebody stole it and ran way home. And if you pick the right person, then they chase you. And if they beat you to the home, back around the circle to the home, then you have to go again. That looks kind of cute. I'd like that together. Why not? Let's do that. That's why I like to just go for it. Just start putting stuff on. And that looks neat. I like that. Alrighty, so that's made. Let's put some stuff on here. And that's just a frame. Nice. We can put this frame on here and then we can decorate it. Some way, somehow, we're gonna do it. Don't know how just yet, but we're gonna do it. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna cock it sideways just because that's so pretty. All right, I've got little arrows, I've got pictures. The letter I, there's a flower pot. I could do that, put a flower pot on there. That's cute. I know I said flower pot and you're looking at it going, that doesn't look like a flower pot. That's weird looking. It was three flower pots. All right, is there a little flower in here? There should be a little package of flowers. I know I've always got packages of flowers right here. Nope, that's the word wish. All right, was it in here? Oh yeah, and I've got more little doodads in here. Oh, the flowers were in here, that's right, okay. I knew I had some flowers. So let's make this. And these are just book page flowers that I've punched out of book pages. So if I fold the corners up, or the petals up, and then I can glue the one inside the other, that'll raise it up a little bit. And then I can put an embellishment, a little gem in the middle, or a dot. That'll be cute. Alrighty, so where's my glue? I was gonna say, I know I didn't pack it because I left it out. Alright, good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Nice. All right, so if I put that there, then I could put this here. That'll be pretty. And I've got some long skinny slivers. Ooh, right there, see? And it's just glittery plastic stuff. But it's so pretty. I'm gonna use that for the stem. All right, so let's put that down. Let me put this down first. And I don't want it right in the middle. I want it off to the side. I don't like things right in the middle. There, put that on first. There, it's over just enough to make it off center. There, then we'll get some glue on here. And I need my tweezers so that I can put the tweezers underneath there. Lift that up. Go like that. Perfect. And then we can put this on here. And I want the thicker one. And I want a piece right here. Perfect. That is cute. I like that. All right, and then it just needs a little dot or gem in the center. So, what do I have up in here? Those are just shaker elements. All right, those are all shaker elements. So let's look in. Oh yeah, let's look in here. My friend Tina gave these to me, and they're so funky. There's an orange one that would fit. Yes, it does. And there's a little yellow one. That one's smaller. That might look better. Oh, the size is better. Okay, good. All right, I like that. Is there? Yep, there's a little teen orange one. I like the orange color better. Where'd the little orangey one go? Or here. I could do that little pink one. Yep, I like that better. All right. For some reason, I didn't like that yellow. It's just too bright. This is so fun. Alrighty, so we got to squirt some more glue in there. Squirt. Voila. And then set that right in the middle. Voila. That is so cute. We'll just set that aside to dry a little bit before I mess with it some more. And in the meantime, I'm going to make another one. So let's see what we can put on this one. How about, let's see. That's pretty. Let's start with that. I like these little pictures. And we'll kind of put it up and slanted. Alrighty, now what else? How about, I definitely don't need these right now. All right. I love the hand. Ooh, here's an arrow. I like the little arrows. Look at these. Somebody sent me a whole bag of arrows too. That is just so fun. Here, we'll point to her with the little black robe on. We could do a butterfly. That's kind of cool. Nope, that way. All right, I'm liking that. Need something down there. Would that fit? That would definitely fit on the butterfly. I guess I'm going to glue that on the butterfly. Perfect. And I do like it there, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on there. And we can let it start drying. Whoops. Blah, 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 blah. There, that'll work. Okay. And then I do like the arrow. Let's put the arrow on the bottom. Nice. And this arrow I like. Where do I want to do this little butterfly? Nope, that little butterfly could go on there, right there. Let's put that there. My little tweezers. That's perfect. And then the arrow. Pointing to her elbow. Why not? You can barely see it, but that looks kind of cool. I like that. All right, then I need a little tiny strip for there, so let's cut a piece of this off for in the middle of the other butterfly. Since I've got it, I might as well. Don't go turning around on me. I should lay it on top first and make sure it's not too long. It is a little bit long. Okay, good thing I looked. Need to cut off about that much. Voila. There. That's purty. Purty, purty, purty. Alrighty. I like it, I like it. So now anything else? Whoops, don't lose your tweezers, Barb. No, 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 no. Put these things back. Falling off your desk. That's all we don't need. Flour. I just drop the pitcher. Is that too much? Maybe a word. Just a little word. That's a good idea. Ooh, and I have little words in here. There we go. In this bag, yes. All right. Hello. Follow your heart. Blessed day. We could do any of those. So let's trim these. Oops, I want my pink scissors. That's easier. Hello, follow your heart, and blessed day. So this one we could put hello on. I am making a mess of my desk today, but that's okay. Hello, the doggy is saying hello. That's cute. Ah, Barbara. Well, let's go in there. All right, hello there. That's on there. Follow your heart could go right there. Or right, I like it right there. All right. Like that. That's nice. Okay. That's still drying. Let's make another one. I love doing stuff like this. This is just so fun. Oops, that's two. We only need one. Okay. We've got this handsome guy. Alrighty. He's blue. He needs to go in the blue bag. Blue, blue, blue. I don't know why he's in the brown bag. He's got a blue shirt on. So let's do that. Okay, and here's cowboy stuff. I've used these before. And these are the last couple that I've got left. And another little Band-Aid. All right. There's a boot. Blessed is the cowboy, for he has found true love. I just love that. I think that is so fun. That's cute. And then I've got enough to make one more. I could make two of them and then do two cards. Let's do that. Why not? And then I'll be all done with these. Alrighty. That is cute. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty, so let's put this on. Oh, and I want to go in right across here. There, and then the boot kind of tucked over to the side like that, but I want to 3D the boot. Okay, so let's do this one the same way. There. Alrighty, the boot needs to be lifted up. Let's use up the rest of this. Oh, it's going to be so nice when we move because my husband and I will both have our own bathrooms. We won't have to wait around for the other one anymore. We're going from a 1-bathroom house to a 2.5-bathroom house. That was our goal. I wanted to find 3 bathrooms for us, or 2.5 bathrooms, so that way we could each have our own and we could have one for company. And that'll be nice. I'm tired of having to wait for the bathroom. Yep, and he's definitely tired because I like to go in there and sit and read. Yeah, I do, and do my puzzles. I don't know why. Probably because when the kids were little, then that was the only place I could relax. So I still have that in my mind, that's my relaxation place. I could put that on there. Or I could do some of this and tie it up. Okay, I didn't make it long enough on the end, but that's okay. I can just take another piece and tie it. Maybe. All right, Barbara, let's do this. Yes. It's funny, some days I feel like I'm just all thumbs, and other days I'm fine. Pull it small, there, like that. Like that. That's what you want, right there. Okay. That's better. Okay. There. I can put that on there, maybe here. Hanging on the toe. Oh, that's funny. Alrighty, I guess I could do that. Why not? Let's do that. Let's make another one. Alrighty. Voila. That is really cute. Actually, I could hang it like right there. That's true. Yeah, like that. Okay. Or just right there. Let's do this. Let's do it. All right, now I need these. Sharing a dot. Breaking it in half. That one will go on there. Let go of my finger. And that one goes on there. All right, that's cute. All right, and I'm just gonna leave it because that is really cute. Yep, and then depending on what card I put it on, I can either choose to color this in another color to make it match or just leave it as so. So that is adorable. Okay, so what else do we have here? We still have this, and we still have Blessed Day. So let's put this on here. I want to put this on the white frame. Put those away. Right here. That's pretty. Kind of like that, just like that. I think I'm just going to leave it, but I should leave it flat. Okay, how many do I have? 3 more. Woohoo! Alrighty, let's do something else. How about Enchanting and Irresistible? That's cute. Oh, and I could put it on this with the bunny. That would be adorable. But then that kind of takes away. Unless I cut it out some more. All right, that'll look better. Yep, all ready. I don't like it with that, that's why. But I could put it with this and another flower. Or I could take that off and just do this because that looks so pretty. I like that, okay. Could put just a flower pot on that, that would be pretty. What else do I have in this pile? We've got some more words. I like that with that. Didn't I have a watering pot out too? Christmas, a hat, a lady, another dog. They love the animals. That's so fun. That's another person, yep. Oh, and a buffalo. A gnome sleeping, he's so adorable. Oh, that's right, and I've got this bunny. That's too many bunnies. That's kind of cute together. No, it's not too many bunnies. I don't mind that. Keep some room in your heart for an adventure. That would be perfect. You know what? I think I'm going to go for that. Why not? Can you guess when I'm going to go for it? And say, yep, she's going to go for it. She's going to like it. Yep, yep, yep. There, put that up there a little bit. Then we can put this bunny on. Right there. And then these words. I need to trim this down now because it's too long. So keep some room in your heart. Nope. All right. Keep some room in your heart for adventure. There, that works. That's cute. I like that. That was an easy one. Easy peasy. Alrighty, and I've got two more, so let's make another one. And I'm looking at this guy, and he could be holding something. That's cute. Let's cut him out. This was a Stampin' Up! Punch years ago that I believe it was a Stampin' Up! One. I believe so. But somebody sent me a card with this image on it, and I traced the image and carved it out myself because he was just so adorable. I could. Oh, that is so cute. All right. So he can be hanging onto something. Oh, he could be hanging onto a wish. We could put the word wish down. Let's do that. Alrighty. Somebody sent these to me. and they were so thin, so I glued them together in piles of 2 and 3. That is so fun. All right, and then this guy can go down. I just have to leave his paws open so I can put something, so I have to put a string or something in his paws so he can be holding on to. Actually, I could connect the string to the word wish. That would be cute. That would be adorable. Yep, yep, yep. I could do that. Let's get a piece of string. That's cute. And then I could just hook it right to that. That's an idea. I could do that. I would have to poke a hole, but that'll work. So let's poke a hole in here. Right here. And move it over to my mat. And poke a hole in that. And there we go. That's not a big enough hole. We need a bigger hole. Because I need it big enough for this to go through. Push it in there. Did I get it? I did. Yay me. Dang, I'm impressed. I'm so good. Sometimes I amaze myself. That's cute. Look at that. Wish. That is adorable. All right. Then we just need a little piece of tape to hold this down. Yep, yep, yep. And I guess I'll use a piece of this since it's just sitting here. And that's double-sided tape anyway, so there. Then I can peel it off and stick it on something. Put your pen away, Barbara. Your pin. Pin, pin, pin. All right, now I need to pull this out and put some glue behind his paws. Right there and right there. Bloop and bloop. Put that right in the bloop and then do another bloop on top. Bloop and bloop. That's cute. All right. So press that down and hold it. That's perfect. Aw, that's fun. I like that. Cute idea. Alrighty. I don't know if it needs anything else. I kind of like it like that. Maybe a butterfly. What time are we at? Ooh, we're over an hour and 3 minutes. Alrighty then. How do you like that? I think I'm going to add a butterfly and then I'll be done with this. Yes, that's perfect. All right. The butterfly. Oh yeah, he could be flying right over to him saying hi. Hello, hello, hello. Let's put the dab of blue right there. Glad I looked at that. I'm just playing and having fun. Okay, now where'd that little gold piece go? Because I want to cut off another little skinny piece. Put it on there. I'll put a gem on that one. All right, so let me pick this up and I'll show you everything we've made. This is so fun. All right. Put this all in there. Let's slide this off. And it all goes together. It matches perfectly so we can, that's why I like having my colored bags, because I can do this. When I'm cleaning off my desk, I can just wipe it all off right into these containers, dump it in the bag, and I'm good to go. And anything I've used is going to be matching, so that's great. Awesome sauce. Okay, so there we go. Alrighty, and these can go back in there, and that can go back over there. Awesome. Okay, so let me show you these to you. Here's the koala bear wish. Isn't that fun? And here's the little flower in a flower pot. And here's a little bunny. And here's the cowboy with the boot. And a cowboy with the boot. And the follow your heart. I really like the bag. That came out really cool. That's going to be fun. And then we've got these cards. We've got this one. And we've got this one. And we've got this one. That's a lot of cards. And we've got this one. I do like the fence on that one. That one came out really cool. And then we've got this one. So what do you think of those? Do you have a favorite? I think out of the cards, the fence is my favorite one. And out of these, I think I like the flower the best. So let me know what your favorites are in the comments. That's always fun to hear. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.